What's that?
You can take Tylenol. It's nothing wrong with taking Tylenol if you're taking it how you're supposed to. 20 pills at once with some alcohol. That's why I got sick. It was an intentional overdose. I was intentionally trying to kill myself. So that's what happened. I'm okay now. And yeah, I've been through a lot. So that's all. Like I said, nothing wrong with Tylenol. Just don't take 20. So
So, in this video, you will learn that, first of all, Trump and them don't know nothing about no box. And second of all, Tylenol is not for when you're pregnant. That's not when it's being abused. It's being abused long before you've got pregnant. Long before. So this is why the Pussycat Facts Report is important, so that you know the polluted environment that you're dealing with. Now, we try to be nice. We try to just keep it easy, and we try to say, hey, you can still rock with them. But if we add Tylenol, they take Tylenol way before they got pregnant for way many reasons. Okay? So you got to understand.
I can never be the girls who don't take no medication on their period because, babe, I'm gonna pop that pill. If I think I'm gonna get cramps, Tylenol. If I
Pay attention. This ain't got nothing. Guys, I tried to teach you niggas box. Trying to show you something. It's long before they ever get pregnant that they was abusing Tylenol, guys, for a myriad of reasons. But if you know nothing about box, you would never get to this. Yeah, they gave you a hint. Pregnancy Tylenol box. But if you don't really know box, you have no clue what these people do. Tylenol is popping for everything.
take no medication on their period because, babe, I'm gonna pop that pill. If I think I'm gonna get cramps, Tylenol. If I feel a dull ache in my abdomen, Tylenol. When I wake up in the morning, I pray. Then I pop a Tylenol. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I can never.
Trying to show you niggas something here. You don't know shit about no pussy. Okay? Trump gave y'all a hint. It's so funny that in this new climate, people act like they have a tendency to believe the government. Back when we was growing up, we always believed that the government was half truth, and we would always, once we grew up and got old enough, we would go search for truth on our own. And like, this whole woke thing, this woke wasn't the woke that y'all know. This was black people being woke from the government and the lies and the truths that they would, put out for the regular people. Woke black people was dealing with trying to find truth. It was called woke, but they was dealing with trying to truth for years. But nowadays, you just believe whatever the government tells you. It's always been half truths. It's always really been half truths, man. Women do really pop ibuprofen like crazy. I don't believe the autism thing. They are trying to spin people. Well, I know autism is one of your favorite subjects. It's one that we like over here. But what I'm trying to show these people, let's take it for it to be real. Let's say it's real. And we deal with all of the knowledge that we have, which is they take Tylenol for many reasons and they abuse it way before they get pregnant. They take Tylenol when they're pregnant. You understand? Now, what happens? What happens with the Tylenol? Tylenol, any sort of pills and things that you take starts to affect your liver or whatever the case is, going down to the gut health. Now, what we know about autism is it's definitely got something to do with the gut health. So once you mix in the contaminants of Tylenol, contaminants of birth control, contaminants of diseases, contaminants of sugar, contaminants of yeast, which is the key ingredient for autism, you realize it's all based on this pussy. You see? So they basically got not so healthy liver, and it's direct due to the Tylenol. Anybody that takes a bunch of pills, we always heard it affects your liver. Unhealthy guts, flammable diets, all the other stuff that we all know already, and then heavy reliant on Tylenol, ibuprofens, and pain meds based on bullshit.
Girls, we don't take no medication on their period because, babe, I'm gonna pop that pill. If I think I'm gonna get cramps, Tylenol. If I feel a dull ache in my abdomen, Tylenol. When I wake up in the morning, I pray, then I pop a Tylenol.
Last thing they want to do, because I wanted this to be my last classes, but Trump brought out another pussy thing, and I'm like, hold on, this is up our alley, okay? Like, we the ones that know about this Tylenol.
You can take Tylenol. It's nothing wrong with taking Tylenol if you're taking it how you're supposed to, almost 20 pills at once with some alcohol. That's why I got sick. It was an intentional overdose. I was intentionally trying to kill myself. So that's what happened. I'm okay now. And
A nigga that killed somebody. Hey.
yeah, I've been through a lot.
What the fuck?
That's all. Like I said, nothing wrong with Tylenol. Just don't take 20. So at once.
There you go, guys. Tylenol been the big deal, and especially with pussy.
You know what I find funny about this whole claim that taking Tylenol, acetaminophen during pregnancy is linked to autism and ADHD is that there was also a study done that said advanced paternal sperm.
Here we go, trying to put it on the men. Okay. Now, like I want to play the videos that's older.
I just took a Tylenol PM for the first time earlier this morning. I needed to sleep and also had cramps.
I needed to sleep and I also had cramps. So how long has cramps been in play? Since the bitch was 14. So when was she allowed to buy her own Tylenols? We've heard videos where bitches got their periods at 15 and the mother let them take Tylenol. But we ain't going to use that. We're going to use from 18 when they could buy their own Tylenol and take it. So let's say she's about 28. From 18 to 28, she excuse me. Most women have been taking Tylenols every day. So you can't link it to taking Tylenol while you're pregnant. It's another lie for the sisters. Okay? But like I said before, everything that we're dealing with out here is complete bullshit. If you're not going to get to the root cause of everything, which they think they know what it is, no, you have to go to, how are these people are drug abusers, how they fuck up their box and all the other fly shit. And they're never going to put that pressure on the sisters. These people are letting our sisters destroy themselves.
It is now 8 hours later, and I feel like I was hit by a truck.
She took a Tylenol PM 8 hours ago. 8 hours later, she feels like she's been hit by a truck after taking the Tylenol. Why is that important? It's the reason why they take Tylenol in the first place. They are such of a weaker vessel that pain is excruciating, and they need to relieve it with science and technology. Straight crackheads. Can't deal with no pain.
I just took Tylenol.
Sorry, guys, I'm coming to you like this, but I have to report on what the.
That's a new one. I want to go with older ones so y'all can know they've been doing this.
Every time I'm in the hospital and I need pain medicine,
Her volume's a little low.
I took the drugs and the drugs are working.
Took Tylenol for my PCOS. Y'all know what it is. I ain't even trying to use all of that stuff. I really ain't trying to use all the PCS and all that, which we know cause pain to the sisters, and they're trying to relieve that right away. Come on, guys. You know what it is. These are old videos. Trying to show you niggas something, man. They should have never let Trump expose them, because every video we watch, they always talking about how they popping Tylenols. And you know from our sisters, they try to put swag on bad stuff. Try to tell you niggas, man. Nobody wants to understand what we're doing over here by unleashing all of the dark truths. It's sad, man. These are young black people that's fucking everything up.
So after explaining the near debilitating pain that I've been experiencing the last few.
Every pain for the sisters is excruciating, hit by a truck, and debilitating. So why are you out here acting strong?
Months and showing them the tumor, which is now so large it can be seen from beneath the skin. They rejected my request for stronger pain medication because they think I should be more focused on treating rather than medicating and looking into surgery. When I told them I didn't have the money or like the time off of work for surgery, they asked what changed between now and August, which is when I had a pre-op appointment scheduled, which I missed because I was evacuated from my home for a month because of the Dixie fire. And all of the money I had saved up for surgery, all of the money in my savings went towards hotel expenses and, surviving out of my car. And you know what they responded with? You know what they said? You got 3 months to figure it out. Make sure you drink enough water with your Tylenol. Appointment. And they just told me, well, we'll schedule your pre-op appointment for February 2022. Until then, save your money and drink lots of water.
King Disagreeable, if you still in the chat box, let me know, because you know how you niggas got me thinking now. Are we supposed to check on the Tylenol stock? Is this going to be a hit to the Tylenol stock? Who makes it? Remember, guys, well, King Disagreeable, ain't nobody else fucking with us. Pussy can lead us to some stocks, baby. I'm seeing what they doing out here. Let's go. Look at this little girl. This little girl dancing about Tylenol. We are fucked up. Nobody wants to hear what we're talking about.
Okay. Make sure it's all low.
They just take it for cramps, for everything. Everything. So basically, what Trump did to these people, Trump said to these people, everything you've been doing is wrong. And guess what they're going to end up saying? So, give me some more Tylenol. We call it crackhead behavior. But when I was calling them crackheads, everybody laughed at me. You know? Everybody laughs at me when I say, look, everything that's wrong, the autism, the this, the that, the third, is based on independence and liberty based on box. But no brothers can talk about it because, like, niggas want box. It's too extreme. They don't want to fix the problem. They don't want to win. They don't want to put things in their proper perspective. So what they'll do in return is let people just destroy themselves.
But I feel safe here. I feel like I can say what I want because it's my fucking page. So now you guys know the rose. If you don't know what the rose is, Google it because I'm not explaining it on here. But I have one and I haven't been able to use it because I lost the charger. Okay, so it's been sitting in my drawer for months. But bitch, I found the charger today and I wasted no motherfucking time. I charged it, bitch, right up. Anyways, I'm alone today, so you put 2 and 2 together, and I now need a chiropractor because that shit has me doing back bends. And now I got lower back pain. I don't know if that thing comes with a warning label because I ripped it so fast from the package. I didn't even care to read anything that was on that shit. But if it doesn't, it should. I need 2 Tylenols and a heating pad.
So she had the rose toy in her dresser. She ripped it off and she buzzed her pussy. She strained or spasmed or whatever in her back. First thing she's reaching for is Tylenol. I keep telling y'all, it's a myriad of reasons why they take the Tylenol. But what Trump got wrong is it ain't about taking Tylenol when you're pregnant. These pussies been contaminated and polluted way before they got pregnant. The fuck is Trump talking about? I keep telling y'all, Trump, they know what they're talking about, but they don't know no pussy because they don't want to point the finger. I'm showing you that they take Tylenol for any fucking thing because they buzzed their pussy and pulled their back muscle.
Shit. But if it doesn't, it should. I need 2 Tylenols and a heating pad. That's how intense it is. But I highly recommend. If you do not have one, I wonder if I should put it in my Amazon storefront. Wouldn't that be so funny? Oh my God. I'm a child of God. I really am. But sometimes, anyways, you should have one. Everybody should have one. If you're not into that stuff, no judgment. No judgment. But what do you do for fun? All right, this is probably TMI, but I feel safe here. I feel like
there you go, guys. Down, niggas. Like I said, man, we are the ones with the real.
Bitch, I don't play with you like that.
We are the ones with the real talk because we know what it is. It's all about box. They fund so many industries, it'll make your head turn. They fund them, the damn big pharma. My goodness. It is sad, bro.
Tell me why I shouldn't throw this.
Right, liquid Tylenol too. I heard they do their thing big with the liquid Tylenol. I've seen cases where they say yo that liquid Tylenol is that work. I'm like, what? People don't understand, man. Oh yeah, check this girl out. Hold on, check this one out. Check this story out. This is what Trump was talking about. This video is March in 2024. Check this out. Hold on. Okay. What the hell? I want this girl right here. Sometimes it messes up. Hey. Yeah, wait till you hear this story. This is wild. Wait till you hear this shit. This is exactly what Trump was talking about. This story right here.
Today I am 15 weeks pregnant. Yes, but today I am 15 weeks pregnant. But today I am 15 weeks pregnant. But today I am 15 weeks pregnant. Yes, I will be showing y'all the butt. But that's not what we're finna get into. We're finna get into how sick I am today. Well, I got sick yesterday. No, the day before that. My nose is stopped up. It is really hard for me to breathe. I took a Tylenol. It did not work. So I have a point.
So she was pregnant 15 weeks and she took a Tylenol. That's what Trump is talking about. They are reckless. But like I say, it's way more abusive with the Tylenol before they're pregnant. They use it for anything.
I took a Tylenol. It did not work. So I have an appointment on the 11th. But I think I just want to call in and make another appointment because that's how freaking sick I feel. I have a mean ass headache. That this sickness is hurry up and leave. But other than that, everything else has been perfectly fine. Or two. For the people that was asking me, have I gained any weight? I weighed 115 before, like on my first doctor's appointment. I weighed 115.
All right, hold on. Let's cook a little bit. Now let's show you. That was light. That was light. That was just to give you the idea. That was just to give you the idea that we know what we're talking about over here when it comes to everything box. Okay? Anytime you want to try to bring it up towards us, we say, hey, watch it. We're the professionals over here.
Okay, you said how did she use those? If you're talking about the castor oil or you're talking about what we did in order for my client to be having a baby now, the first thing we did was address the food. The food is always going to be number one, right? That is very important. So we eliminated everything that was inflammatory, that was in her cabinet, that was in her refrigerator, that
Did y'all know period insomnia is a thing? Your progesterone levels drop and your melatonin hormones literally causing insomnia. So if you're like me and your cramps fold you, you'd like to burn the entire world down. And on top of that, find yourself feeling like you're going crazy because you just can't sleep. You're probably experiencing period insomnia. How cutesy. Just letting y'all know.
If you are somebody who struggles with like endometriosis, PCOS, I'm gonna put you on this. This is all you'll ever. I've struggled with endometriosis my entire life, and it wasn't until I was like 27 when like the pain that I was experiencing literally made me pass out that I was taken seriously on how just awful I felt. And that's when my doctors like finally started listening to me. Besides a high dose of like naproxen or like a painkiller, the only thing that's been able to help me is Aleve. I do a few other things when I'm on my.
So they did a ultrasound and an MRI, and at that time,
Sorry, guys. I know it ended up to be class, but it is what it is, man. I try to be nice here, but Trump did this.
All right. Right now it's currently 1:12 in the morning. And I feel like shit. So for the past 6 months, I've been dealing with very, very hard menstrual
menstrual periods. And I've been going back and forth to the hospital trying to see what's going on. Sorry. And nothing helps. No, they're telling me that I might have a UTI and all this other stuff. And they do all of these tests and then the first time that I went told me some bull crap. And then the second time that I went, which was yesterday, they told me the reason why I was having so much pain and so much bleeding and all of that was because I have a fibroid in my uterus. A 7.3 centimeter fibroid in my uterus. Then he told me, he was like, yeah, it was there. It was there.
I'm sorry about that.
One quick thing I wanted to say. I have been getting a lot of ads on Facebook recently. Dang, this jail. When he goes out of jail, start doing this. Anyway, let's just hide it. Anyway, so since I've had my pain with my fibroids and being pregnant, I've been telling people, they're like, oh, well, you can take Tylenol because you're pregnant, right? Can't take nothing else, but you can take Tylenol. And I was like, no, I've been seeing those ads. Oh, not ads, but I've been seeing those things on Facebook that be like, if you or your child have autism or ADHD and you took Tylenol when you were pregnant, you might be eligible for a settlement. Why are they still telling us that we could take it?
This is 2023. This is 2023 when they had told people that you could get a settlement if you or your baby got autism for the Tylenol. This is 2023. Okay, guys?
If they're now saying that it's linked to things. So what are y'all doing? Are y'all taking it or not? Because one quick thing I wanted to...
Y'all gotta understand this stuff been rocking for a minute, man. You know?
I got this one. I got this one just in case. We got this one. Of course I have.
And sometimes, you got to use it for your tooth and stuff like that.
It's time for a break. Midday, late day break. And it's been 30s, okay? So this is I did a 12-day update. This is going to be my 30-day update. And I'm going to tell you all the things that's been working for me since I adjusted my life.
Oh, where's my other girl at?
This video is for my fibroid queens, aka the women who either suffer from fibroids.
Hold on. Hey, Sunflower. Hold on 1 second, y'all. My sister's gonna get these lawsuits.
You've just had your fibroids removed. Please.
Hold on, pimp. Where my little sister at? All right, I'm gonna do something else.
This one's for the girls. So if you're a guy, scroll. Go on. Get on out of here. Scram. This one's for the girls. So if you're a guy, scroll. Go on. Get on out of here.
I will not be getting on out of here. What do you mean this is for the girls? Anything that's for the girls is for me.
This one's for the girls. So if you're a guy, scroll, go on, get on out of here, scram. Trust me, you've been warned. This is a TMI you don't want to stick around for. But girls, why do periods have to hurt so bad? And at what age were you lucky enough to get rid of yours if you don't have them? And if you do have them, what have you found for relief? I've had mine for 40 years now. And at the age of 51, I'm like, come on, you can be done now. You can go on your merry way. I don't need you anymore. You've served your purpose in my life, and I'll be on your merry way. Oh, I'll tell you what, my stomach hurts, my back hurts, my legs hurt clear down to my knees. I have the shakes. Ugh, I just feel awful. I want to go home. I want to get in my moo-moo. I want to grab my husband, jump in the bed, turn on a good movie, and just snuggle up against him and let the whole world leave us alone and get tomorrow here. Like, I'm over this day and this cramping. What age did they leave for y'all if you're already over them? Drop it in the comment and give me some hope that it's This one's for the
she put the Tylenol in her purse. She's funny.
Hi guys, so sorry for my appearance. Okay, I just woke up. It's almost 10 o'clock. And I got my period yesterday, so let's talk about that. If you are like me and you get the worst period cramps and or your periods are just super heavy, put you on this baby. Tylenol PM.
There we go, guys. Gots to be careful. You got to monitor these people. You cannot let them just take whatever they want. This ain't about no pregnancy. This is about the liver. This is about the liver. And this is about the gut. This ain't about no pregnancy. You can't just allow these people to take as many Tylenols as they want in their own possession.
It is a lifesaver. You just take it 30 minutes before bed, knocks you out, and you don't wake up for 6 to 7 hours, and you wake up with no cramps.
Now, I'm going to play this other thing, okay, that my sisters... Because, like I say, my sisters fund this shit.
Unless you are in full-blown fulminant hepatic or liver failure, Tylenol is first line for pain. Tylenol is first line for patients. Less than 2 grams per 24 hours. First line for pain. Cirrhotics should not take NSAIDs.
Shit is rough, dog.
Take some of this Tylenol. And it's the extra strength Tylenol. This right here. And yes, I know the first thing y'all gonna say was, did you check the medication? Did you make sure it was closed when you bought it? Yes, I make sure it's closed. I rub the top of it, make sure there's no needle holes or anything like that. I double check everything that I bought because that's what type of world we're living in right now. I took 2 of them. And no, I'm not allergic.
Man, we're also living in a world where you got piercings all over your face, red shit in your hair. So yes, you are part of this weird world.
To Tylenol either. I've been taking it all my life. I realized after taking it, I started seeing like black dots and then like black shadows. So like I swore I saw a mouse in my house and it, like ran past me. But I've never seen mice in my house before. So I was in my bathroom and I swore I thought I seen it run underneath my sink. When I looked, nothing was there. So then I'm laying in my room and I see like a shadow like of a spider, and not like a little spider, a tarantula. And I was like, what the fuck? Because I live in an apartment, and if you live in an apartment, you know you're gonna get insects, and sometimes mainly it's little spiders, but this one was huge. But it wasn't like I was actually seeing it. It was just like a shadow, like a glimpse. So when I did my research and I was searching things up, it said that hallucinations can be like that. Or if you overdose. But I know for a fact I didn't overdose. I've taken Tylenol before, and I've taken 2 or 3 pills, and I've always been okay. I double checked.
We have to watch we cannot let these people just harm themselves like this. I'm not for that.
Hi guys, it's Dr. O, the Talk Doc, and I came on here just to talk a little bit about Tylenol, aka paracetamol, as all British people would say. It's really common medication used to treat your aches and pains and fevers and whatnot, but it actually can be really dangerous in overdose, and it's one of the leading causes of liver failure here in the United States.
Right. When I start talking about livers, people laugh at me. I say, forget the reproductive system in the pregnancy. Let's just talk about liver. And the reason why we talk about that is because these people will just overuse it. You say, well, how much Tylenol are you supposed to use in a year? Some of these people pop 3 a day.
It actually depletes glutathione stores, which is an amino acid, and toxicity. And that can lead to a buildup of NAPK, which is a very toxic chemical. So we treat it with NAC. NAC is also known as N-acetylcysteine. Yes, you can get NAC and glutathione at the vitamin store, like a GMC. No, we do not recommend that you treat yourself at home. Period. Don't do it. We recommend you go to the hospital, and it's really important to remember or try to recall to the best of your ability how much you took and when was the last time you took it.
I mean, nobody's going to monitor my sisters. I don't like that.
So long story short, I used to have like 2 metal tongue rings in my mouth, broke a bunch of teeth in the back. Things are crazy. I've been fighting off the infection myself, killing type ways and whatever, but now it's gone too far. Now I have infection in the bone of my jaw, and I went to go get medical treatment. And the same thing happens every time I go to go get medical treatment. I always leave there thinking to myself, that person really did not give a care. I requested actual 5 painkillers or 5 narcotics, 5, so that I can take this antibiotics. As soon as I take the antibiotics, the pain will go crazy. I asked for 5. Oh no, you just need Tylenol. Y'all really think we don't feel pain? What is it still what's going on in the medical field? So long story.
And the medical field will give them the Tylenol. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know the effects of long-term effects of this stuff. Okay? It's tough, man.
Let me take my sunglasses off so you can see me roll my eyes. Don't worry, bud. I got this because Monday I had my blood drawn. And guess where I just came from? Going over my blood work, which is fine. It's beautiful. My kidneys, my liver.
Hold on.
I have never seen grounds for a.
Yeah, it was just. Even the brothers be taking this wild shit.
I said,
Yeah. What am I missing here?
These are a couple of common pain medications.
Hold on. Trying to get to this girl. Feel so bad for my ladies, man. I hate this shit.
What was a moment that had you realize you're really?
I mean, they take this stuff for any fucking thing. You hear me? These were little kids. Now they're able to buy their own drugs. And we know what's the biggest drug dealer, Big Pharma.
Are fantastic drugs for controlling mild pain. Taking the medications at the same time does not increase their potency, and it's certainly not at the same level as the Percocet, which is a narcotic. If you alternate Tylenol and ibuprofen, you'll have a steady state of pain control while also minimizing the risk of going over the toxic dose.
There you go. They showing each other how to figure out these drugs. Yeah, it's not smoked in a pipe. You don't roll it in a blunt. You understand? But these are the drugs that, just like cigarettes, anything, over time, will definitely rock your world. Yeah, these people, they get on that Tylenol and be like drunk or be like on dope.
You know what's crazy is the fact that when I was 15, the Children's Hospital prescribed me narcotics for migraines. Okay, I had headaches, and they prescribed me narcotics for a whole year. Like I would just keep refilling for a whole year. Meanwhile, now things in Canada have changed so much so that you get a C-section and you get cut open, literal surgery, and they send you home with Tylenol. Tell me how that makes sense. Tell me how that's allowed. You're allowed to send a woman home after having surgery on her abdomen, getting cut open, a baby out of her, and you send her home with Tylenol. You know what's crazy?
Now, what's the important part? The pain meds. I mean, like I say, some of these pains are very rough. And a lot of times, even us guys, if we get, shot or some shit, you want to get some pain meds, you want to relieve the pain. So, nevertheless, you hope to get healthy and get off of the meds. You understand? These folks use meds like daily functions. Matter of fact, let's put that in there. Hold on 1 second. Um,
Word of the day: acetaminophen, better known as Tylenol. Let's say it together. Acetaminophen. All right, y'all have a great day. Word of
This morning, feeling hurt. I needed to pull out my Tylenol Precise, which provides maximum strength lidocaine without a prescription for targeted relief from minor ache. Because the night before, the kids had me on the floor. Tylenol Precise even has a rollerball applicator, which is hands-free and is perfect for those.
Tylenol got it going on, son. You hear me? Unbelievable.
Try to calm down that liver inflammation. And we're going to be watching you very closely over the next few hours to days to make sure that your liver treatment. Okay?
Okay. Make sure it's all low.
Hi, I'm one of the liver.
Tylenol will kill your liver.
100%. 100 fucking percent. I'm not joking. 100%.
They take these Tylenols like goddamn daily function meds.
Anyone say this, but every time I have like a fever and I take Tylenol because I have body aches and I'm hurting and I'm in bed with chills, I take Tylenol and I get sweaty, like so sweaty, like I'm drenched in freaking sweat. Like this is me right now. I have a fan going and I have it under my shirt because it's just so dang hot. Oh, we're about to eat dinner. My husband's bringing me food because I could not cook. And luckily, Grandma took the kids for a sleepover. But after dinner, I'm jumping in the shower. Like, that sounds so good right now. Did this not happen to anybody? Do you guys take Tylenol and sweat like this?
There you go, guys. So that was our first breakdown. We'll continue some other time on that topic. We got other topics to cover, but this Tylenol stuff, like I say, it's way before the pregnancy, guys. Way before. Tylenol was abused before the pregnancy and during. So Trump and them, they're close. They're close. They're pretty close. I mean, it's going to take, if brothers could ever understand what Trump was really saying. He basically was pointing the finger. But brothers can't see it that way because they won't do the research. This information, these people out here telling you, yo, I abuse Tylenol. Yo, Tylenol's bad for the liver. Yo, Tylenol might mess up, do something with the pregnancy. Okay. Well, how long you been taking that Tylenol? Shit. When I was 15, they gave me narcotics. And then I was just taking Tylenol if I couldn't get my hands on some narcotics. Like it's endless. It's endless. So that's what we got for right now. Maybe we'll come back later with something else.